Bueno, bienvenidos nuevamente al canal. Estamos acá para ver la ronda 8 del WCQ Utrecht 2023. Tenemos acá duelo 1, tenemos Runick vs Jack. Runick, Plunder, Patroll contra Labrynth. Son 6-1 los dos. A Jack lo he visto jugando también Labrynth antes. En otros eventos. Bien. A ver. Se pausa un momentito para verificar algo. Bueno, empezó con... Bueno, con el de los Runick, ya consigue así el campo. Un Kaiju tiene ahí. Bien. Hizo normal ahí, ¿no? Ok, Synchro, el que le deja ¿cómo se llama el Synchro ese? Cora el Dragon, algo así. Puede ser. Descartó otro Kaiju, Radiant. ¿Qué estará pensando Jack? No sé si está jugando la variante que sea puras trampas o con las otras cartas, porque descarta la versión IKEA esa. Bien. Activa la fuente, setea una y pasa. Hay que ver si está jugando. Luego está leyendo el Blackbeard, el barba negra, que efecto rápido equipa. Se equipa a uno del Electra, invoca un Electra y se equipa a este, ¿no? Algo así. Bien, Prosperity de 6. La Welcome, ¿no? Skill Drain Ash, otra Welcome, o Big Welcome es. Y dos Ash y una Lord. A ver. Por Skill Drain. Ok. Bien. A ver, Skill Drain parece tener entonces otras cartas para jugar. Ok, está jugando con la versión de los muebles estos. La versión IKEA.
It's interesting because it does. I don't know if there are dark Plunder Patrol monsters, right? Because putting a monster in your graveyard, I'm not sure Jack knows exactly what he's playing against. Because if he was, you wouldn't so carelessly put a monster straight in the graveyard.
There's Plunder Patrol ship Merc, which you could summon out.
This just lets you freely use your Blackbeard when otherwise you wouldn't have been able to. Now that might be worth activating whatever trap you want, but the thing is, Quick is a quick effect, so you could have just set his cards and then activated Quick in the end phase. Decided not to do so.
Activa
Oh wait, is it not?
La Big Welcome, ¿no?
Not, never mind.
O
Okay,
Welcome.
so that would have not played
No
around.
la diferencia ninguna de las dos.
Yeah, so now there is a dark monster. So the way it works is that Blackbeard itself goes to the spell and trap zone, equipping itself.
Ok, activa el efecto de Blackbeard, se va a equipar al Muar. Alexisita.
Oh, and Merc is absolutely insane. You get to discard one to banish a card and then you get to search something?
That sounds good. I like the sound of that.
That sounds incredibly strong, but the problem is with those effects, if you can search something additionally, it can always be Ash Blossom. However, we have seen already that there were 2 Ash Blossoms on the bottom of the deck.
In addition, you would almost certainly want to Ash Blossom the Blackbeard himself, right?
Probably.
To stop your opponent
¿Qué
drawing
está
cards.
resolviendo ahora?
Is it worth almost? I mean, I suppose you can't Ash Blossom in this chain.
Ok, claro. La Big Welcome está resolviendo.
Take this opportunity to change
A la mano
spell
fue
if Lovely's going to destroy.
la primera bicha. Invoca otra. Invocó Lovely, creo que es. Y efecto ahora de Lovely, ¿no?
Jack just double checking, double reading on Merc. That is not a matchup he's very familiar with. As I said, there are just way more popular Runick varieties.
Bastante lectura. Bastante lectura.
Oh, and there's also flashing fire.
Vamos a 38 minutos. Activado Flashing Fire, bien. Para destruir.
Yeah, that is indeed pretty cool. Looks like we also... Did we activate the Hook
Okay,
Search too?
lo inició.
You can't. This is all one chain, right? So this is Lovely 1, whatever what's the ship called, Merc, 2,
Yeah.
and then flashing fire 3 to summon Hugin. So I'm
Y
guessing
ahora
Hugin's gonna
busca
be
es el campo de los Plunder.
But we just added the Plunder Patrol shipyard to our hands.
El shipyard, sí.
Oh, that must be with Bran, so this will be resolving. I keep calling him Bran. He's not Bran. Bran's the other ship, I think.
I think it's Merc.
Yeah,
This is Merc.
Merc.
So we are adding the field spell to our hand. And there comes
Supongo que solo
Labrynth.
juega
So he
mal,
wants to
no
resolve
solo
the
juega
lovely-
mal. Juega solo una de las la que venció recién.
Hugin is definitely going to protect. Now the Runick Fountain is going to activate. And how many cards are in there? 2. There's Flashing Fire and Freezing Curses. Just a quick cut by Jack Berma,
Hugin
and
ese
Nick is going to
lo
replace
protegió de la
those two with
destrucción.
2 new and fresh cards in his hands.
2 is more than enough.
Casual draw 2 right here.
Se
How many
inicia
cards does Jack have left? Because he can
efecto de
There's the Lord, and there's also the Lady in hand. So I think the
Lord
Lady might actually be
of
the last
Heavenly
card he has left
Prison.
in his hands.
La prisión.
There is one card to hope to win this game with.
Lord de la prisión celestial, algo así.
What's your favorite?
Okay, so you're saying there's only one more card he has. Okay, yeah. So, but there, first of all, is going to be the effect activation of Golden Hair. Once again, discarding another copy of Bluebeard.
Aunque está sigue jugando
Question
igual
is, do you now
a jugar
activate the
Plunder
effect
en el
again?
turno de
This is not a quick effect on the opposing turn, but just a quick
de
effect.
jugar Labrynth.
You could chain it to a skill drain, but if there is something else other than skill drain,
We know it's good, and that was added off prosperity.
Oh, true. He
so you're
did
just
immediately take the
Sabe que-
prosperity.
que
True.
tiene skill
Was added like as a first action of the entire turn. I actually, it was so long ago.
Yeah,
I
it's
also
always easy
forgot
to
it.
forget when it's like the first thing that was like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, and there's also.
Me perdí, pero pasó el turno. Okay. Ah, pasó el turno.
He drew like all of the kaijus there.
Había
I
pasado.
don't think
Ok.
we have to run, because that is
Me
a
pareció.
8 synchro.
Para cómo trabajan tantos bichos.
Again here.
Oh, right, Blackbeard, okay, that's good. Blackbeard.
Ya estamos de vuelta en el turno de
En
el juego de Runick, Plunder, Patroll. Interesante eso. El engine Runick está muy roto. Ahí activa la skill drain. Ok. Y Runick destrucción, digamos. Ya lo rompe. Efecto para invocar a
But just goes for the destruction because he can just
al Lord.
Yeah, and you can use Merc
De
now.
prisión
Destroying
celestial.
one of the Lord of the Heavenly Prison sets. This is all looking good for.
Y para setear una carta
Seems very much in control here of this game.
Did he not try to draw from Fountain? I thought it looked like he
que
was
se
gonna
va a
draw
vanillar
under the-
en la
He was trading
siguiente
one
end
fountain into water,
phase.
so
¿No?
I think we're just
Bueno,
going
el
to resolve that
siguiente,
first of
sí,
all,
en el
and
siguiente
then
end phase se
also draw
destierra lo que
cards,
vayas a tirar.
which is pretty handy. So,
Quedará,
Jack is trying
a
to
ver,
decide
por
what to set
setear.
here. He does go with
Punishment.
Dogmatica Punishment.
Ok,
And once again, he's grabbing the Blackbeard. He can't believe what this card is doing for Nick because it keeps on adding resources for him. It keeps on giving him interruptions. And oh, and this is Plunder Patrol Booty. That is a really, really, really
ahí
good
queda la
card.
trampa
It's
de
only a
Plunder.
one-off, but it is very, very much super powerful.
And we are going to read it.
Because actually this card
Porque le cambia,
makes
¿no?
your Blackbeard even stronger because it enables you to change opponents'
Cambia,
actions
sí.
monsters on their side of the field. So you can
Cambia
basically say,
atributo
hey,
de
this
los
is now, let's
de
say,
los
a
bichos
fire
que tenga el
monster, so you
oponente.
can special summon out the Bran, or you can do whatever you like, which is pretty cool. And that's only the one effect of the card, and the other effect is also pretty powerful, to be fair.
Yeah, you get to special summon or return to the deck of any Plunder Patrol monster.
Yeah, and look at that, exactly what he did. He actually made it a fire monster
Y baja
and
el
used it to special
sincro.
summon out the Bran.
Alright, and Brand is going to destroy
Parece
the
tener
second
bastante
card.
controlado el-
Something or draw a card.
Este juego de duelo 1. Ahí la vanilló.
So we are getting rid of
Le
the
vanilló
just
la
Dogmatica
punishment.
And this just destroys a spell trap and then adds a card. That's
Parece tenerlo bastante controlado.
All of Jack's cards have been picked off one by one.
yeah, and we still have the Merc effect if I'm not mistaken, so we can still banish the Lord of the field as well and get another search. And all of those Plunder Patrol cards do something when discarded, or most of them at least.
Seems like once this engine's rolling, it
Está
just seems to be
jugando
generating
bastante,
some
¿eh?
advantage.
I think this is Black Eyes, right? The little birdie.
Which one are you talking to?
The one that he just added. Nick just got another search.
I'm pretty
off
sure
the
that
bounce.
was just
Y
another
paso.
copy of... Wasn't it Golden
Como
Hair?
no
What
queda
was it?
cartas Runick, no tiene la
It
battle.
didn't look like a bird to me, but we will figure it out.
Pero
So he's using the booty.
igual está controlando bastante
I
el
mean,
body.
we only have used the effect of...
Oh, he passed turn, so it's Jack's turn now.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, and also, of course, the effect of Blackbeard.
Sigue activa
I'm
nuevamente
amazed by how
Blackbeard.
much Plunder Patrol action we're seeing, because sometimes the Runick deck is really
Irse a la zona de
dominant, so
magitrampa
most
y
of the action is being
equiparse.
done by the Runick
En
cards,
este
but
caso se
this is a lot
equipa
of Plunder.
a la
Yeah,
fusión.
we've hardly seen a
Plunder.
we've hardly seen a Runick card, have we? It's been all Plunder Patrols.
Maybe Liz?
Yeah,
This
this
is
is
Plunder
absolutely
Patrol.
This is
Liz.
in most matchups a very important piece of the
Synchro,
Plunder Patrol arsenal, allowing you to is it discard
XZ
cards and gain
y
activation
fusión.
or any monster effect. So that's as you can imagine, pretty handy against most decks. Less so against
Está el péndulo también.
the Labrynth
Esta es la
strategy.
última que salió, me parece.
Trap removal with the other ships.
Oh, but
Synchro
that leads to
Pendulum.
Jack Barrow
Bien,
picking up
ok.
his cards, so Giant is not really starting off crazy, and the local hero, Nick, is taking down game number 1 here with his Plunder Patrol.
Agarra las cartas ahí, se rinde. Decide ir al duelo
Typical all
2.
the different summoning
Sí, me parece que está bien porque está bastante controlado el duelo. Pero bueno, veremos estos. A ver, dos más.
There we have them.
O si no, uno y largo. Quedan 28 minutos todavía para jugar.
Let's see what he's bringing.
Empezará Jack, supongo, ¿no?
Big combo, set 5 pass.
Yes.
The classic Labrynth combo.
I think the classic
Ok,
Labrynth combo is
normal le haría en
going to
efecto.
eradicate, right? I think that we in the finals of German Nationals has shown it to us, and the people are embracing it. It was
Voy a
crowd
buscar
going
una
wild when
carta
Eradicator
de
was used. I mean,
Labrynth.
Eradicator generally versus Runick decks is a pretty
Cita
good
1,
matchup.
cita 2, 3 y paso. Bien.
Odd, right? I think he's going to need to consult his Labrynth flowchart.
To be fair, I almost thought that Ariana was really good.
Una seguramente es la que buscó, que fue la Welcome, ¿no? O la Big Welcome, no me acuerdo bien.
It's 1-5 and 2100 for Manani.
Todavía no la sé distinguir.
Jack is considering to do something here and draw a standby phase. I mean, you could just use Big Welcome Labrynth.
¿Tendrá ciclón?
Onto the field that is big enough to tribute
No,
for
Pancracio
Eradicator,
está.
but that is Dino Wrestler Pancracio
Ok,
by Nick.
baja el
That is
Pancracio.
I'm loving Dino Wrestler just coming back in because a lot of people were, you know, saying you're old man Dino Wrestler Pancratops. Fenrir is the new hotness.
Yeah,
but no.
Oh, we just go
Intenta
to the
pasar a
rare
battle,
occasion
bien.
of a Runick deck again, having a battle phase, and
Está
Jack really has to think there.
pensando.
He does not like that because if he has cards like Big Welcome Labrynth, he kind of has to use them now because
Sí.
otherwise he would always have to bounce back.
Si tiene una Big Welcome, tiene que usarla ahora porque tiene que levantar la mano.
See if Jack is going with his plan that he just offered him. Absolutely.
Una carta de campo. Un film, ¿no? Si tiene la Ash, bien. ¿Cómo le duele Ash a estas cartas? Al Labrynth le duele pila de Ash.
That's got to be very tough for a Labrynth.
Mira, Evo tendrá
Oh, but there's Solemn Strike
Solemn,
to negate
okay.
it. That is super strong.
It's been a while since we have seen a Solemn Strike onto an Ash Blossom, but when it
Nega,
comes, it's really, really powerful.
negó la
Strike is being
Ash
included
con la Solemn Strike.
Because it's so
niega.
annoying just to have your engine shut off
Entonces
by
va a resolver.
one hand trap. So having Strike is a handy answer.
Oh, and we are bringing out the Lovely. And I mean, Lovely will immediately also force out the effect of Dino Wrestler Pancratos because otherwise you can just destroy it.
Lovely.
We don't want that to happen, and therefore
Bajar.
it is kind of nice because at least that interruption will be gone.
Looks like he's gone for Lady.
No,
Oh, no, he's changed his
vale,
mind. He's changed his
está
mind.
cambiando.
It is
Sí.
Lady.
Lady y trae la mano de la arena.
The Lovely, but I mean, Jack knows what other card he's got set as well.
Bien.
Like Lovely, it's a bit of a trade-off because you could force out the Pancratos. We could just let the Pancratos be destroyed because if you do tribute the Pancratos, you're just going to lose a card in your hand as well, right?
To be fair, maybe the set card we have here is just a card we're going to chain anyway. So
Ahí juega comando la carta.
No, just like that, we actually
Tiene una
protected
carta de
our
Runick ahí.
the lady says that we can't target the back. Oh wait, we can't target the lady, right?
Pero-
We can't target the lady because we have a set
Bien.
card. I thought second thought it's the other way around, but no,
En
indeed,
busca
we just
del
can't target the lady.
Hugin.
I'm thinking it's going to be very hard to resolve.
Efecto de Hugin para buscar.
The Pancratos is just going to sit there.
Hugin le busca el campo, ¿no? Tiene que descartar una carta, descarta el Magnamut.
Whatever the trap is, you can just chain the Pancratops and target the lady, and then you won't get to use the lady's effect.
That's true. So Hugin going to use its effect, discarding Bestial Magnamut. That is a pretty tough card to discard, right? Because this card alone just generates so much advantage to just giving it up as a discard.
1500 de vida pagó
That is true, but for now there is not
por
that much to be managed in this game entirely, not even on Nick's side.
Labrynth con la Solemn. Bien, le tira Ash.
Back Ash
Ok.
Blossoms on both sides here. That is a pretty good Ash Blossom as well.
También
because
tiene
we
Ash.
just invested 2 cards into that 1 card, and that got traded for an Ash Blossom.
I mean, when you say it's a tough card to discard,
Ahora estamos en dos, ¿no? El normal de,
even better.
Is this gold
del Plunder ese.
No,
I don't think so.
that is
Nuevamente
not Gold Hair,
sincro
but
al
that's
Coral
White
Dragon.
Beard. The man with the white beard was just summoned, and it is being used to bring out Coral Drag now.
¿Qué hace con el Coral Dragon?
I mean, first of all, we're definitely going to use the effect of Whitebeard, because that was just synchro summoned away. It did go from the main monster zone to the graveyard, and therefore it will be able to use its effect.
Oh, that is a good effect.
Also, Coral Dragon is really nice with all of those plunders that trigger when they're discarded.
Yeah, I think we might as well see the on-field effect of
A
Coral
ver,
Dragon.
a ver.
It's pretty rare. Most of the time people are just like,
Yeah, absolutely. They
there's the
just
graveyard
rush
Coral
through it.
Dragon, give me my draw.
Ok.
But there she is.
Gold Hair.
That is the Gold Hair.
Invoca, no sé cuál es este, ¿cómo se
It's
llama?
interesting.
Golden
Jack is
Hair,
holding
ok.
onto it there for that long. Like, what is the back row that he has there? Is it like Daruma Cannon? That could be pretty powerful, of course.
That would be a really big Daruma Karma Cannon.
Could also just be something like a skill.
Tiene una carta seteada todavía.
While the Pancratops has just been face up. I mean, it could be goes in rivalry, etc.
¿Qué será? No sé.
True, yeah. Yeah, Skill Drain actually makes sense. So we are not
Skill
done yet.
Drain,
That
no
is
sé.
the typical play that we also saw
Bueno,
multiple
capaz que
times
ahí.
in the first game. It is going to be the Black Beard that is
Una
being
Skill
summoned
Drain
as a
quedó
Link
ahí.
summon, and immediately the effect of Coral Dragon was also activated.
¿No?
And now, this time, there actually is a fire monster in the graveyard of Jack Barrel already, and therefore we could just summon out the Plunder Patrol ship.
Va a hacer
round. We saw that
efecto
as a pretty strong play.
de
Especially if there is
Barba Negra.
dealt with. However, if
Sí,
that deck
efecto.
could be activated before that, you would leave the Brun with nothing on field to destroy. and
Se
he would
equipa,
actually not be
en este
able
caso
to
se va a
insert
equipar
something.
a
So instead, do you think we might see the Merc?
It is a possibility that has to be considered.
So we are going for the
al de
Brun.
fuego, al sincro.
Also, something that people might forget is that Brun does also boost all other feet monsters on the field by 500 attack.
All other field
Yeah, yeah,
monsters, so
all
can't,
others.
So
can't
that
crash
would,
into
that would
the-
include the Lovely.
Mhm.
The lady
Yeah.
even.
That is
You control,
actually
you
true.
It's also main
Oh,
phase
it's you
2,
control.
let's keep in mind.
Yeah, it's only you control. For a second I was like, that would be quite a good thing for Jack right now. So there is Brun. It doesn't look like Jack wants to use his back row just yet.
A ver qué más
It
hace.
would enable Nick to use the effect of the Brun to go after the back
Setea
row. First
una.
of all, we're just going to set a card here.
Bien.
I'm struggling to see like what your opponent
Con
can
la
have face
Runick,
down such
supongo, ¿no?
that the like Brand destroying it is going to work out for you. like discarding a card.
Maybe you're just waiting for it to activate the card, so you can potentially chain to it if it is like a continuous trap card such as skill drain or goes.
Juego por
Now you're
turno.
opening yourself up for a possible battle phase attack onto the
Con
Run.
Labrynth.
quick effect.
A ver qué puede
Yeah,
hacer.
that is true, but then you're forced anyway, so why not try and discard something and search something?
But let's again talk about how much pressure that Pankratops put on there, right?
Yeah.
It's still in the field,
Sí,
it is still to be
Pancracio
feared, and
nota,
now Jack
pasó
wants to
ahorita
go
en
after
debate.
it by attacking over it. But that is Runick Slumber, and
Y
Runick
Runick
Slumber
Slumber,
will be
ahorita
protecting the
destrucción.
Pankratops. It will not be able to be destroyed
Yeah.
by battle. That is huge, and that would also
Y
banish the
vanilla, ¿no?
top 3 cards of Jack's deck, and that is exactly what's going
Las
to happen.
primeras
Doesn't even
tres.
enable a replay, so we are
Boca
just
arriba.
running into the
Skill
Pankratops,
drain
and
y
Nick says,
después
I
la
do
otra
not
sección.
care, this battle phase was wasted.
Yeah, there's a little bit of battle damage there, but not too much. I think Nick will be alright with this.
Sí,
And he
necesito
still
de
has that
daño.
super powerful monster left on his field.
Yeah, Runick tired of just wasting its own battle phase. Got to start wasting opponents' battle phases as well.
So at which point do you use Run now?
You wait until your opponent sets a card. You're very impatient. I know you
Fair
really
enough.
want to use it.
Fair
See,
enough.
to be honest, I just can't wait for him to use Brunt. I also wanted to use Pankratops now.
Esa era la carta seteada.
Cards, please.
Jack is considering to act. Okay, he's not. Okay, we're looking at Run. And this card to destroy my face down
Oh,
card.
and
Yes,
it's just
See, look, you
regular.
two. If
Solo-
you had activated that brand.
Oh,
You're
look at
welcome,
that.
no?
I mean, heads up play here by Nick, because by chaining the Pankratops right away... Oh, wait, he can't respond to it, right?
Why not? You're thinking of Lovely, I think.
Oh, true,
Lovely
you're
says
right.
he can't respond
True,
with,
true,
with
true.
trap cards, yeah. Jack just pointing to the Slumber for some reason. I'm a bit confused. The Slumber doesn't negate any effects or anything
No,
like
it
that.
just says it can't be destroyed by card effects this turn either, but that's not what's
Bien.
going to happen, so...
Y
Very
encadena
happy
efecto
because
de
the,
Pancracio.
lady would have definitely been chained
Y
here
va
to
a
send
tener
that
que
card from the
resolver
deck.
la
But
Big
by really
Welcome.
chaining the Pankratops, that is, of course, denied.
Maybe Jack thought for a second that the Slumber was activated onto the lady. But there was damage involved, so...
Absolutely not. So, Lovely is being special summoned here. And
Okay, Lovely.
on the summon of the Lovely,
Ta.
now Nick has found a
Ese
target
Big
for his
Welcome.
Brand. He
No,
wants to get
es
rid of the
el-
Brand. Oh, wait. He is using the Lovely right away to send the Brand.
What's going on here?
How was he able
Acá.
to...
I'm not too sure about
¿Qué
this.
pasó?
Because a monster did not leave the field because of a trap effect.
Yeah,
Ok.
that's what I was thinking as well.
Hace normal. Ahí.
I'm kind of trying to figure out what was going on there.
Sí, ¿por qué se fueron esos bichos? No sé.
Is it Brand's effect that sent it to the graveyard somehow?
Let me check. I'm going to get Run up to you guys.
Algo están discutiendo ahí, que por qué pasó eso.
That is very... I mean,
Pero-
we will be able to figure it out somehow, I'm pretty sure.
En algún momento
But
se van a dar
there's
cuenta
Lovely,
si pasó
there
algo
is
mal.
Mariana on the field as
Was
well.
De
there
momento
a
sin Juan.
big welcome in the graveyard that could be used?
I mean, that would just...
Encima
That
una
would've been
Mariana,
grand,
efecto
yeah.
Adriana,
Oh,
tiene
but there's
bueno,
Ghost Spell
una
onto the
gospel
graveyard
ahí.
effect of the Big Welcome Labrynth.
Ah,
that was
el
a-
efecto
oh,
del cementerio del Big Welcome, setea uno y pasa.
Ooh, that's pretty rough because that Ghost Spell there just took care of
Ah,
2
parece que
cards
pasó,
once more.
estaba todo
Yeah, it's
bien lo
always,
que pasó
Runick
ahí.
is like it's very cool to accelerate your
Nada
engine,
ilegal.
but then the big downside is if your card is negated by an
Porque
Ash or a
tú-
Bell, it feels
tú
very bad.
Ash,
because
tú
straight up,
Gospel.
You've lost 2 cards for just one of your opponents.
Ahora
Yeah,
cuando
both
lo
of these cards are
precisó,
so powerful versus the deck.
así que
How many
Bien.
cards do we think Nick is holding on to here?
Cannot be much more than 3 or 4, right?
Not too many, to be honest, but
So
now...
there's another
Wow.
Runick Slumber, but this time we want to
ese es
special summon
el
out.
Runick Slumber para invocar
Are we going
especial.
to see a Fountain result at some point? Because he needs at
Invoca
least 2
otro
more cards in
Hugin.
hand to discard one.
I think we might as well just see another
Yeah,
Ash Blossom Enjoy
efecto
Spring,
de
right?
Hugin,
But
¿no?
on the other end, did we just discard Whitebeard again? That's pretty powerful. We again had the Whitebeard discard, which is
Aunque no
huge.
es Skill Drain,
Oh,
sí,
but this is
Skill Drain.
also huge. And his skill Drain has been
Y ahí
changed
junta las
immediately.
cartas.
Nick
Bien.
packs up
Wow.
his stuff, and therefore
Okay.
Jack equals the score, making it 1-1
Bien.
between the
1-1.
Runick Plunder Patrol deck and the Labrynth strategy of Jack.
De la
Burrow.
Skill Drain y
And
dijo,
people are
vamos para el
celebrating
otro.
behind you because, of course, Jack has quite a few fans, being
course.
a former German national champion and one of the best players we have in Europe.
Bueno, vamos en el duelo 3. Una ronda de 3 duelitos.
Rarely happens that Basti actually laughs
Vamos
about
a
my goals, so
empezar
I'm really happy
Honestly,
about
I'm
that.
Runick
really
Plunder
fond of
Patrol,
Gotta give it to
seguro.
you, gotta give
But
it to you.
I was going to say earlier, super polarization, sphere mode, fantastic cards
Sure.
going second. However,
Yendo
do you remember the
segundo
Enfield
con la
of game
Beni.
one of Nick?
It wasn't
Que ahora
bad,
empieza
Jack.
a no
Blackbeard
sé.
pass, yeah.
I do agree. So that could be a way to play around those kind of things.
Empieza con
Runick
el
Fountain, the
campo,
first card to
el
be
Runick
activated here in
Fountain.
game number 3, but all deciding
La
game number
gente
3,
Runick.
and Runick Extraction is just following.
Activando Runick
I feel like
Destructions.
Nick is hoping
Para
for more
invocar.
than Blackbeard pass, but I mean, it did work out in game 1, so maybe it'll work out again.
Invoca
So,
Hugin
we
de
are summoning
vuelta.
out the Hugin.
Efecto de
It looked
Hugin.
like for a second that he was
No.
considering to summon out the moon in, but I don't know what he was about to do with that. Oh, it's going to
Efecto
be Fountain for one.
del
That is pretty much
campo.
a little bit of an
Para
indicator that his
robar
hand
una
is not
carta.
that strong, because
Bien.
he had no good discard for the moon in, first of all, and then second of all, he
hace
also did not
normal
have additional
del-
Runick cards he could activate to maybe try for a draw too.
Do you think that means there's a second
Del-
fountain? I couldn't imagine
del
like
Plunder.
just discarding a card.
Pasa corre el Dragon de
Especially
vuelta,
with
¿no?
golden hair seems like a reasonable
Corre el
discard, doesn't it?
Dragon, bien.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think having a second Runick Fountain here isn't too unlikely.
El tercer
Plus,
corre el
just
Dragon,
considering
uno por
in
duelo.
all 3 games, and also also in this game we see Coral Dragon being summoned. Oh, and
Efecto del otro
this
Plunder,
takeaway
el
fall, we
águila
had that
este.
earlier, but this now is Black Ice, the Panda Patrol
Black
Sea Guide.
Ice.
So you will be able to special summon out and also add the card from the graveyard to hand. So
El-
Golden Hair
el
will
águila.
find its way into the hand, and once more we will just have 2 monsters on the field, which then can go into the good old, the almighty Blackbeard.
It
Bien.
special summons itself
Ahora,
and adds back a card
otro
from the graveyard.
cinco.
This is
No, Link.
immediate
Está.
+1. It's not crazy.
And also Coral Dragon will just draw you a card now as
Cinco
well. So after
nuevamente
starting off pretty
a
poorly, That looks like a pretty
Barba
decent,
negra.
catch up there by Nick.
Bastante bien para Ronda.
Maybe this game will
Bastante fuerte.
not put any monsters on the field.
Oh, but
Y pasan, ok. Bien, no tiene
does
nada.
play around super polarization and sphere mode.
He doesn't need the back row. He has it in his hand. He has Fountain on the field.
Oh, but there's prosperity. That's nice.
Do
Prosperity.
we ash this? I mean, if we have ash, we are almost
Yeah.
certainly always going to ash the
Igual
prosperity.
tiene el
Maybe you
campo,
want
así
to
que
keep
si
it for
está,
evasion level.
tiene
The thing is, it's
de juego rápido de mano Runick, puede tirar tranquilamente, no
Labrynth
tiene por qué setearlas.
Oh, there is
Tira
the
Ash.
Ash Blossom question answered. We do use Ash Blossom on the prosperity.
Tira Ash.
So what's
A
left
ver,
for
a ver.
Jack Barrymore? Is there going to be a monster?
A ver,
As
tiene
soon
que
as
hacer.
he summons a monster, that will enable the Blackbeard to use its effect. So he should really think about it.
I can understand
Ah,
ash,
lo
but
tiene que ser.
30 basically excavates half of your deck. So
Yeah,
you
I
can
was
just
gonna
pick
say.
any card you want.
It almost adds any card you want, including the welcome or the big welcome. So you might as well just ash and not let those hit the graveyard. I'm seeing a lot of. I can't see exactly.
Y ahora están hablando ahí con el juez, no sé
I
qué
also
pasó.
saw that.
This is one of the very few situations where you really don't want to open Ariana, right?
Totally not.
And I think the traps in his hand are Solemn Judgment and Welcome or
Ok, normal daría en
Now we have
efecto.
Ariana on the field.
Oh, and immediately with a
Cadena
second, there's a
Blackbeard.
monster on the field. Of course, we're
Cadena
going to
barra
chain the effect
negra.
of Blackbeard. We are
Baja
bringing out
Z.
the good old Plunder Patrol ship Merc, and that provides us with another card we can draw because of the effect of Blackbeard.
Y Roa, con
He's just hitting the
Blackbeard barra negra le deja de robar.
This card just generates
activa
so
ese
much
efecto.
advantage. Discarding something to banish something
Busca
is a big effect. It's already
welcome.
crazy. But
Digo,
then
big
he
welcome,
adds
una
something as
dos.
well. Yeah, but we have seen so
Siete,
many
uno,
monsters in
dos,
the hand of Jack, so maybe
tres,
there is an Ash Blossom that can
cuatro.
use one of those monsters.
No,
So we have
tres.
3 sets now.
Do you think he's got a Plunder Patrol
Oh,
card?
there's
Y ahí
Smiting
viene.
Storm. Do we use Smiting Storm to summon here, or do we just want to banish 4 cards from the top of Jack's stack? I think he is counting, right? I
Para
think we are
iniciar.
actually going to banish here.
Yeah, if you hit like the
Okay.
Labrynth, that could be really annoying.
Oh, for sure.
1,
1,
2,
2, 3, 4. And I mean, the most
tres,
important part
cuatro.
about this activation is, of course, the fact that you can
Tres
activate
trampas,
the
una
Runick
skill
Fountain to draw
drain
you into more cards.
y una magia
Maybe he's
ahí.
got a second one. He's not drawing yet.
Oh, Merc is going to be
Efecto
used
de
here
Merc.
too, discarding the golden hail that we
Descartando
added
para
back with Black Ice.
I love
eh,
Merc so much. This is
vanillar
such a crazy card.
para llenar.
Absolutely,
You
yes.
seem to be having a lot of fun with these pirates.
Yes.
Yeah, he's happy like a little boy here.
Actually,
And we are searching for the booty here again.
Esa es nuevamente la trampa
For university. I worked a lot on
que
pirates,
le
so I
cambia
really
el atributo a
Finally pays off.
Makes you an expert in the Plunder
carta al
Patrol.
oponente, ¿no?
Not really.
So, oh, and we have destruction
Y
as well.
activa
That is so
destrucción.
huge. That is definitely the Runick card he wanted to have left. And he goes for the middle back row.
Y
Well,
no se tarda ahí nomás.
Of not, we see a lot of players just roll a dice to randomly select one. What do you think of just going
¿Qué
for it?
piensas?
Confidence.
It's confidence.
It's confidence to just
Power.
go for it.
Oh, but there is the Lord of the Heavenly Prison. Oh, no, it's okay. It
Huh.
looked like Lord of the Heavenly Prison for a second, but it was the Lady. Oh,
De Lady.
there is a Lord of the Heavenly
Bien,
Prison, but it's just
inició
vanished.
una
That
Evenly,
is the
no
second
sé qué
time
más.
the big welcome has been in the middle. I don't know if Jack
Bien,
chose
ya
to
va iniciando
voice
bastantes
it.
cartas.
Maybe he
Efecto
picked up
del
on that,
campo
actually.
para
Maybe he
barajar y
picked up on
robar.
that.
So I was always of the school. People would always tell me that.
But now there is Big Welcome in the graveyard, so we can chain its effect
Okay.
to put the Runick Fountain
El
back to the
efecto
hand
de
of
Big
Nick,
Welcome
meaning he can't draw
en
2
cementerio
cards,
para
and that
devolver.
leaves him
Bien.
with 2 Runick spell cards in the graveyard,
Y
and
paso.
potentially
Bien.
no more gas.
Está de
That was
vuelta,
really unfortunate. We thought the destruction
vuelta
was
el turno
used to take
de
away the
juego
field of
Runick.
Jack already, but it just denied him 2 cards.
Runick
It's a very
Plunder
tight
Patroll.
line. I'm not gonna lie here. I always thought Big Welcome had to target monsters. I
Absolutely
had no
not.
idea you could bounce a.
So, golden hair now for
very
Nick,
cool.
discarding. That looks like
A ver
Whitebeard to
qué
me. That's a
tiene
pretty good
seteado.
discard
Veremos.
once
Yeah.
more. That is huge here for Nick. He gets even more into his Plunder engine. But the question is, does he have another Runick quick play spell? Because if he doesn't, those
Acá hay
Runick
otro
quick plays in the
Plunder.
graveyard will be there sitting in the graveyard doing nothing.
Están
pretty
quedando
much.
6
He's
minutos.
only got 2 left. One is the Plunder
Están
Patrol.
iguales de vida.
True,
But
true.
those
No va
are
a tener
two
battle,
level 4
pero
monsters.
puede
One is
ganar
dual, one
vida
is not, and you know what that
con
means is
Runick.
not run, okay.
It's Plunder Patrol ship Yort.
Do you know what that
Y
means?
ahora bajó el Synchro Péndulo.
Oh, but there's. Oh,
no,
I think
it's
he's
still
going to
wrong.
discard Magna Mood again, so there was an unknown card left in his hand.
Oh, okay. I was talking nonsense.
Todo
I could only see 2.
cuando
but-
bastante rápido le dice que pare porque está leyendo la carta.
So definitely.
A ver si
worth
tiene una
reading
respuesta
up
ahí.
on Yort.
Same.
So I think now it gets interesting because does the golden hair lock Nick only from like you can only special summon Plunder monsters for the rest of the turn, right?
Bien.
I think a lot of them have this effect.
Oh,
Solemn.
there's Solemn
Uf.
Judgment being used on that, so Jack is giving up half
Solemn.
of his life points.
Pero
And that is
se le
pretty,
fue
pretty crazy there.
4000 puntos de vida, la mitad de vida.
Oh wait,
What just happened there?
did he use it?
I think that was still the effect of the.
Oh, and he picked up the Runick tip
even
there.
the tip. Oh
Okay,
my!
Oh,
tip.
and Jack looks up. He hates this, but what can you do? But it looks like Jack did not use Solemn Judgment, right? Because he's still on 8,000 life points.
I'm pretty
No,
sure.
I think he did use
Oh yeah,
Solemn
there it is.
Judgment.
Okay, now he's down to 4,000, and that's super
Sí, sí.
unfortunate. Runick tip banishing another card. Time running down. Only 4.5 minutes left. Nick
Quedando
now
4
with
minutos.
double as-
Yeah.
double the life points.
Y ahora sí
that
explica el
Jack
campo
has.
That's also good. I
para
think the draw one and discard
Marcar
one was
tres.
Yeah, that was what I was going to say.
Draw
Yeah,
3.
exactly. 'Cause you still get the effect even if your summon was negated.
And then picking up the tip is
Wow,
crazy.
that's so good. There's
Y
the destruction
activa
research, but we
destruction.
can chain the welcome labyrinth.
Activa
Jack just quickly
esto
does
del-
so.
Oh,
And does
we
he
got
get a
Labyrinth.
response? Oh, we
Yes,
are
he
chaining
does.
the Merc, of course.
Got it.
Tiene una Merc.
Chaining the Merc so
Que
that the
no
lady
sé qué
can't
es.
set another trap,
Okay,
banishing
la
it
banishé.
immediately.
Nick really knows what he's doing here. He is picking apart Jack's field. Of course, there was this crazy draw of the tip discarding the Magnum that really wouldn't do anything. But now Jack is
Ariana.
just there with like an
Pico
Ariana.
Ariana.
Yeah, it's looking pretty awkward for Jack. I was thinking,
Igual
like,
está bastante
solos
complicado,
actually
quedando
could be
3
quite painful.
minutos.
Obviously, as we know, the one thing about Runick decks is they don't get a battle phase, so without this solemn judgment,
queda uno y
I couldn't
paso.
imagine
Bien.
Jack taking any damage.
Yeah, it would have been hard.
with
Like, the
only-
only way would have been Moonin, but he couldn't summon Moonin anymore because he was locked into Plunder monsters, and therefore that would have not been the
Bien,
case there.
ahora ahí.
Oh,
Only 3 minutes left. It may have.
3
This
minutos.
life point difference, maybe.
it's a
Maybe
costly
decisive,
decision. So I
yeah.
think Jack made the
Pero
decision of actively trying to win this duel
no
instead of waiting it
sé
out. And I like
si
that. He plays his heart out here, and he wants to win this match in
va a
some
poder
way.
ganarlo
Comes
igual.
the booty from
3
Nick.
minutos, si lo va a seguir bajando a bichos. No ha bajado una
So
hora.
as we know, we can not only change an attribute, but we can also special summon other
No
monsters.
tiene
And there's
mucho de
flashing
Plunder,
fire as
pero
well. And I mean, at that
ahora
point,
que
it's
la
worth
juego
getting rid
rápido
of big
de la
monsters.
mano. Bastante
How are you
complicado.
going to come back from this as Jack? Because
Y
now
ahora
he is just
baraja
in both of his
3,
engine. He can just search cards freely, he
y
can draw
roba la
cards
cantidad.
more and more. He has a
Entonces,
defensive lineup on the field in Merc.
o sea,
And
solo
there's
en
also a quick effect on the opponent's turn, of course.
complicó
Whitebeard
pila.
brings out the list here.
Y ahora
That's so
viene
huge.
la fusión, que la
Oh,
fusión también tiene
Jack was
efecto
about to draw
rápido.
another card for turn, but he did that already. We are in Jack's turn already, and therefore no more cards to be drawn.
Actually, I've seen an Ash in Jack's hand. I'm wondering what he's using it, holding it for.
That is
Normal
another
Guardiana,
Ariana. We are
efecto.
chaining a list.
Immediately negating this
Ash.
Ash Blossom. This is what I've been talking about.
Y
And with the
otra
freezing
Runick.
curses as well. You can negate the effect of the monster Plunder Patrol extract monsters with an Ash Blossom because they always also surge. And now Jack is just frustrated now after this
Sí.
freezing curses. This was
Ahora
way too
quedando
much.
2
He has to
minutos,
think
o
of a
menos ya.
possible rank 4 play.
I
Can
was
you go
thinking
for a
this
No
seems
creo que va a
like
ser
we have
mucho
an
y
External Knight in his
la
extra
Sol en
deck.
eso
I am just
se
going to
complicó
check
pila.
that there are no exceed monsters at all in Extra
You need some fusion monsters in this deck and Chaos Angel, of course.
Y
as well.
va a terminar ahí, me
That's
parece. Va a ganar el
That
jugador
is
Runick
rough.
Plunder
Very,
Patroll.
very strong stuff here from the local hero, from the Dutchman, Nick Devlin, really
Bueno,
piloting this
bastante
ball
rápido
here
igual.
with the rogue strategy.
Pero bueno,
He just keeps going here. We are summoning out the Whitebeard as
no
well,
tiene nada,
targeting the Ariana
entonces.
with the booty, and now we are
va a
going to
jugar
have
tranquilo,
the
jugador.
George was at attack with the extra deck, yes.
Yeah, that's Jordan.
Y bueno,
Jack just
Oh,
down to
Norman summon
nothing.
Ghost Spell
normal
now.
es
That hurts,
Gospel,
like, watching
¿ok?
him even
¿Qué va a
have
hacer
Ghost Spell
ahora?
as well. That would have been another interruption, but he just doesn't even
Ese
use it as an
va.
interruption. He can just normal summon it and use it as a link material for
Ah, no, es el
Blackbeard.
Blackbeard.
Well,
Ah,
we are
ese era
plundering
Runick.
really hard
Ok.
here on Nick's side. There is
Sí,
the
yo digo.
Georges again. How
Tiene
are
sentido
you
ese
going to
Juan.
break this field on Jack's side? The Solemn Judgment cost
Aunque
him
no me pueda
4,000
pegar.
points. To be fair,
Ya
if he hadn't used it,
se hizo el
there
mismo
would have been
daño.
better phase for Nick because he probably wouldn't have to use all of those Runick cards to get back into this
Y
game.
otra
There's still Runick
Runick
tip as
tip.
well. Like, I think Nick at that point, if the game wouldn't be over in 30 seconds, could decide whether he wants to deck
Y
out
yo
Jack or whether he
el-
wants to
el-
out-control him and just
el
outgrind him in some way. He is
Un
definitely doing
virus
very well here.
epidémico.
That is just such a fantastic performance. I'm really excited to see Plunder perform like this
Le
because
corta
this is
ahí,
looking
no tiene ganas de
massive. This is
cortarle,
looking
pero
like it can really compete. Oh, another smiting storm. We're getting rid of 2 more
There
cards.
is the lobby. At that
Tomás.
point, it does not even matter, but
Ya
usually
está
that's a
rendido
fantastic
por
manage
ahora,
versus
no
the
tiene
Labrynth
nada que hacer.
strategy.
0-0 tiempo
Timeout being
y
shown here.
terminó
Jack
ahí.
with 4,000 life points. Nick
Y bueno.
is at 8,000. Jack packs it
Ahí
up
está.
and Plunder
Sí.
Patroll Runick
Y
wins
bueno, el
this
Plunder
round
este-
8 of the European World Championship
Y bueno.
qualifier in Europe.
And the crowd loves it, of course. Always people love it when rogue
Interesante,
decks go deep in the
interesante.
tournament. He's now
Pero bueno,
7-1, impressive score. I can't
eso
wait
va
to
a
see
ser
more
todo
Runick
por
on the
la
side.
ronda 7.
Just seeing, like,
No, ronda 8. Ronda 8 va a ser todo por hoy. Y hasta la próxima ronda.